The Song of Songs, the best of songs, which is Solomon's. The Shulammite Bride. May he kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. Solomon arrives, she turns to him, saying, For your love is better than wine. The aroma of your oils is fragrant and pleasing. Your name is perfume poured out. Therefore the maidens love you. Draw me away with you and let us run together. Let the king bring me into his chambers. The chorus. We will rejoice and be glad in you. We will remember and extol your love, more sweet and fragrant than wine. The Shulammite Bride. I am deeply tanned but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem. I am dark like the tents of the boudoirs of Kedar, like the beautiful curtains of Solomon. Do not gaze at me because I am deeply tanned. I have worked in the sun. It has left its mark on me. My mother's sons were angry with me. They made me keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard, my complexion, I have not kept. Tell me, O you whom my soul loves, where do you pasture your flock? Where do you make it lie down at noon? For why should I be like the one who is veiled beside the flocks of your companions? The Bridegroom. If you do not know where your lover is, O you fairest among women, run along, follow the tracks of the flock, and pasture your young goats by the tents of the shepherds. To me, my love, you are like my favorite mare among the chariots of Pharaoh. Your cheeks are lovely with ornaments, your neck with strings of jewels. The chorus. We will make up for your chains and ornaments of gold, studded with beads of silver. The Shulammite Bride. While the king was at his table, my perfume Solomon sent forth his fragrance surrounding me. My beloved is to me like a pouch of myrrh which lies all night between my breasts. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna flowers in the fragrant vineyards of En-gedi. The Bridegroom. Behold how beautiful you are, my darling. Behold how beautiful you are. Your eyes are dove's eyes. The Shulammite Bride. Behold how fair and handsome you are, my beloved, and so delightful our arbor is green and luxuriant. The beams of your houses are cedars, our rafters and panels are cypresses. I am the rose of the plain of Sharon, the lily of the valleys that grows in deep places. The Bridegroom. Like the lily among the thorns, so are you, my darling, among the maidens. The Shulammite Bride. Like an apple tree, rare and welcome among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. In his shade I took great delight and sat down, and his fruit was sweet and delicious to my palate. He has brought me to his banqueting place, and his banner over me is love, waving overhead to protect and comfort me. Sustain me with raisin cakes, refresh me with apples, because I am sick with love. Let his left hand be under my head, and his right hand embrace me. The Bridegroom. I command that you take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the doves of the field which run free, that you do not rouse nor awaken my love until she pleases. The Shulammite Bride. Listen, my beloved. Behold, he comes climbing on the mountains, leaping and running on the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Behold, he is standing behind our wall. He is looking through the windows. He is gazing through the lattice. My beloved speaks and says to me, Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For behold, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth once again. The time for singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree has budded and ripens her figs, and the vines are in blossom and give forth their fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away to climb the rocky steps of the hillside. The Bridegroom. O my dove, here in the clefts of the rock, in the sheltered and secret place of the steep pathway, let me see your face. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. The chorus. Catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil and run the vineyards of love, while our vineyards are in blossom. The Shulammite Bride. My beloved is mine and I am his. He pastures his flock among the lilies until the cool of the day when the shadows flee away. Return quickly, my beloved, and be like a gazelle or a young stag on the mountains of Bether which separate us. The Shulammite Bride. On my bed, night after night, I dreamed that I sought the one whom my soul loves. I sought him, but did not find him. I said, so I must arise now and go out into the city, into the streets and into the squares, places I do not know. I must seek him whom my soul loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen who go around the city found me, and I said, have you seen him whom my soul loves? Scarcely had I passed them when I found him whom my soul loves. I held on him and would not let him go until I had brought him to my mother's house and into the chamber of her who conceived me. The Bridegroom. I command that you take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the does of the field, that you do not rouse nor awaken my love until she pleases. The Shulammite Bride. What is this coming up from the wilderness like stately pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all the fragrant powders of the merchant? The Chorus. Behold, it is the couch palanquin of Solomon, 60 mighty men around it, of the mighty men of Israel. All of them handle the sword, all expert in war. Each man has his sword at his thigh, guarding against the terrors of the night. King Solomon has made for himself a palanquin from the cedar wood of Lebanon. He made its post of silver, its back of gold, its seat of purple cloth, the interior lovingly and intricately wrought by the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O daughters of Zion, and gaze on King Solomon, wearing the crown with which his mother Bathsheba has crowned him on the day of his wedding, on the day of his gladness of heart. The Bridegroom. How fair and beautiful you are, my darling, how very beautiful. Your eyes behind your veil are like those of a dove. Your hair is like the shimmering black fleece of the flock of Arabian goats that have descended from Mount Gilead beyond the Jordan. Your teeth are like a flock of newly shorn ewes, which have come up from washing, all of which bear twins. Not one among them has lost her young. Your lips are like a ribbon of scarlet, and your mouth is lovely. Your temples are like a slice of the pomegranate behind your veil. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built with rows of glistening stones, whereon hang 1,000 shields, all of them shields of warriors. Your 2 breasts are like 2 fawns, twins of a gazelle which feed among the lilies. Until the day breaks and the shadows flee away, in my thoughts I will go my way to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. O my love, you are altogether beautiful and fair. There is no flaw nor blemish in you. Come away with me from Lebanon, my promised bride. May you come with me from Lebanon, journey down from the top of Amana, from the summit of Senir and Hermon, from the dens of lions, from the mountains of leopards. You have ravished my heart and given me courage, my sister, my promised bride. You have ravished my heart and given me courage with a single glance of your eyes, with a jewel of your necklace. How beautiful is your love, my sister, my promised bride. How much better is your love than wine, and the fragrance of your oils than all kinds of balsam and spices. Your lips, my promised bride, drip honey as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under your tongue, and the fragrance of your garments is like the fragrance of Lebanon. A garden enclosed is my sister, my promised bride, a rock garden locked, a spring sealed up. Your shoots are an orchard of pomegranates, a paradise with precious fruits, henna with fragrant plants and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, along with all the finest spices. You are a fountain in a garden, a well of fresh and living water, and streams flowing from Lebanon. The Shulammite Bride. Awake, O north wind, and come south wind, blow softly upon my garden. Make my garden breathe out fragrance for the one in whom my soul delights. Let its spices flow forth. Let my beloved come into his garden and eat its choicest fruits. The Bridegroom. I have come into my garden, my sister, my promised bride. I have gathered my myrrh along with my balsam and spice from your sweet words. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, friends, drink, and drink deeply, O lovers. The Shulammite Bride. I was asleep, but my heart was awake. A voice in my dream, my beloved, was knocking. Open to me, my sister, my darling, my dove, my perfect one. For my head is drenched with the heavy night dew. My hair is covered with the dampness of the night. I had taken off my dress. how can I put it on again? I had washed my feet, how could I get them dirty again? My beloved extended his hand through the opening of the door, and my feelings were aroused for him. I arose to open for my beloved, and my hands dripped with myrrh, and my fingers with liquid, sweet-scented myrrh on the handles of the bolt. I opened for my beloved, but my beloved had turned away and was gone. My heart went out to him when he spoke. I searched for him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he did not answer me. The watchmen who make their rounds in the city found me. They struck me, they wounded me. The guardsmen of the walls took my shawl from me. I command that you take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem. If you find my beloved, as to what you tell him, say that I am sick from love, sick from being without him. The chorus. What is your beloved more than another beloved, O most beautiful among women? What is your beloved more than another beloved, that you should so command us to take an oath? The Shulammite bride. My beloved is exquisitely handsome and ruddy, outstanding among 10,000. His head is like precious gold, pure gold. His hair is curly like clusters of dates and black as a raven. His eyes are like doves beside streams of water, bathed in milk and reposed in their setting. His cheeks are like a bed of balsam, banks of sweat, fragrant herbs. His lips are lilies, dripping sweet-scented myrrh. His hands are rods of gold set with beryl. His abdomen is a figure of carved ivory inlaid with sapphires. His legs are strong and steady, pillars of alabaster set upon pedestals of fine gold. His appearance is like Lebanon, stately and choice as the cedars. His mouth is full of sweetness. Yes, he is altogether lovely and desirable. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. The chorus. Where has your beloved gone, O most beautiful among women? Where is your beloved hiding himself, that we may seek him with you? The Shulammite bride. My beloved has gone down to his garden, to the beds of balsam, to feed his flock in the gardens and gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine, he who feeds his flock among the lilies. The bridegroom. You are as beautiful as Tirzah, my darling, as lovely as Jerusalem, as majestic as an army with banners. Turn your flashing eyes away from me, for they have confused and overcome me. Your hair is like the shimmering black fleece of a flock of Arabian goats. They have descended from Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of ewes, which have come up from their washing, all of which bear twins, and not one among them has lost her young. Your temples are like a slice of the pomegranate behind your veil. There are 60 queens and 80 concubines and maidens without number. But my dove, my perfect one, stands alone above them all. She is her mother's only daughter. She is the pure child of the one who bore her. The maidens saw her and called her blessed and happy. The queens and the concubines also, they praised her, saying, Who is this that looks down like the dawn, fair and beautiful as the full moon, clean and pure as the sun, as majestic as an army with banners? I went down to the orchard of nut trees to see the flowers of the valley, to see whether the grapevine had budded and the pomegranates were in flower. Before I was aware of what was happening, my desire had brought me into the area of the princes of my people, the king's ritual. The chorus. Return, return, O Shulammite, return, return, that we may gaze at you. The bridegroom. Why should you gaze at the Shulammite as at the dance of the two armies? How beautiful are your feet in sandals, O prince's daughter! The curves of your hips are like jewels, the works of the hands of an artist. Your navel is a round goblet, which never lacks mixed wine. Your belly is like a heap of wheat surrounded by lilies. Your two breasts are like two fawns, the twins of a gazelle. Your neck is like a tower of ivory. Your eyes the sparkling pools of Heshbon by the gate of Beth Rabbim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon, which looks toward Damascus. Your head crowns you like Mount Carmel, and the flowing hair of your head like purple threads. I, the king, am held captive by your tresses. How beautiful and how delightful you are, my love, with all your delights. Your stature is like that of a palm tree, and your breasts like its clusters of dates. I said, I will climb the palm tree, I will grasp its branches. Let your breasts be like the clusters of the grapevine, and the fragrance of your breath like apples, and your kisses like the best wine. The Shulammite bride. It goes down smoothly and sweetly for my beloved, gliding gently over his lips while he sleeps. I am my beloved's, and his desire is for me. Come, my beloved, let us go out into the country. Let us spend the night in the villages. Let us go out early to the vineyards. Let us see whether the vine has budded and its blossoms have opened, and whether the pomegranates have flowered. There I will give you my love. The mandrakes give forth fragrance, and over our doors are all kinds of choice fruits, both new and old, which I have saved up for you, my beloved. Oh, that you were like a brother to me, who nursed at the breast of my mother. If I found you out of doors, I would kiss you. No one would blame me or despise me either. I would lead you and bring you into the house of my mother, who used to instruct me. I would give you spiced wine to drink from the juice of my pomegranates. Let his left hand be under my head, and his right hand embrace me. The bridegroom. I command you to take an oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, that you do not rouse nor awaken my love until she pleases. The chorus. Who is this coming up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? The Shulammite bride. Under the apple tree I awakened you to my love. There your mother was in labor with you. There she was in labor and gave you birth. Put me like a seal on your heart, like a seal on your arm, for love is as strong as death. Jealousy is as severe and cruel as Sheol, the place of the dead. Its flashes are flashes of fire, a most vehement flame, the very flame of the Lord. Many waters cannot quench love, nor can rivers drown it. If a man would offer all the riches of his house for love, it would be utterly scorned and despised. The chorus. We have a little sister, and she has no breasts. What shall we do for our sister on the day when she is spoken in for marriage? If she is a wall, discreet, womanly, we will build on her a turret dowry of silver. But if she is a door, bold, flirtatious, we will enclose her with planks of cedar. The Shulammite bride. I was a wall, and my breasts were like the towers. Then I became in the king's eyes as one to be respected, allowed to find peace. Solomon had a vineyard at Baal-Hamon. He entrusted the vineyard to caretakers. Each one was to bring him 1,000 shekels of silver for its fruit. My very own vineyard is at my disposal. The 1,000 shekels of silver are for you, O Solomon, and 200 are for those who tend the fruit. The bridegroom. O you who sits in the gardens, my companions are listening for your voice. Let me hear it. The Shulammite bride. Hurry, my beloved, and come quickly, like a gazelle or a young stag taking me home on the mountains of spices.